Hey everyone, it's Simona here. Welcome to my official fan page here on Facebook. And I wanted to talk to you today about the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs and small business owners make when it comes to success. And first and foremost, I want to thank you for following my page. If you don't know me, my name is Simona Xoll. I'm a marketing strategist and the personal mentor to women in business and those who want to bring their big inner vision to life. And I help you create more income and make your big vision a reality. And today I wanted to talk about a topic that I heard about during attending a conference last week. I was in Ottawa, Canada for the very first time attending a conference about money, marketing, and mindset. And I was really stunned and surprised when the event host put up a slide and listed, she had taken a poll from all the attendees in the room. It was about 350 business owners, and she had asked them, what are your biggest obstacles when it comes to creating success in your business? And I just want to highlight the top ones because I thought it was really quite surprising. So the first one was sales. The next one was being inconsistent with your marketing, not generating enough qualified leads, not finding clients, and I think that's really something that everybody can relate to. And then there were a couple ones that had to do with mindset, so being really overwhelmed, feeling isolated, and being afraid of technology and afraid of failure. So I wanted to talk to you about that today because in no way should any of these hold you back from the success that is rightfully meant for you. So let's start with being, because with the sales piece, the marketing piece ties into that, right? If you're inconsistent with your marketing, meaning you're not putting yourself in front of your prospects, your ideal clients or future customers regularly, in the places where they hang out, then you're not generating enough leads, right? Enough qualified leads, and you're not going to have enough conversations that build relationships and that eventually tie or turn into sales, right? And sales is really something that every business lives or dies with. If you do not make sales on a consistent basis, you do not have a business. That's just the truth of it. So I know I talk to a lot of business owners and they have an apprehension when it comes to the word marketing. And I just want to say, think of marketing as a tool that allows you to get your message out to more people, right? It's basically something that is a necessity that you have to do consistently and persistently to get the word out about the products or service you provide to others. Because if you don't talk about that, your ideal clients and customers, they're not going to know about it, and they're going to hear from other people that have the same service or product. So what you want to do is you want to distinguish yourself through your message, through your marketing on a daily basis to be top of mind, because when your ideal customer and your ideal client finally is in a position where they have a need for the product or service that you provide, you want to be top of their mind. So that's why it's really critical for you to put yourself out there consistently and persistently. And it's not hard. All you have to do is create a marketing plan for yourself so that you know what you're going to be doing every day, what you're going to be doing every month, and what it all drives to, right? So you have to have a strategy in place. You know what you're selling, you know when you're promoting, and you're going to take in your business daily action to get to that outcome. So the other one is a little bit more tricky because marketing and sales, that's basically the the nuts and bolts of your business, right? But then the other thing is the mindset piece, getting yourself to market consistently and persistently and putting yourself out there. That has to do with you being motivated, right? With you being focused on your desired outcome, with you getting from procrastination or insecurity into confidence and into motivation. And so one of the topics was, one of the things that were identified, or that these business owners had identified as an obstacle, was the fear of failure. So I know growing up, we've been programmed with, failure is a bad thing. Now, I beg to differ. I think failure is a great teacher, and you'll ask any successful business owner, anybody that is mega successful or mega successful entrepreneur, they've all learned from failures, but they've kept their mind open to not looking at it as being defeated, but actually looking at, okay, so I failed, so what can I learn from this? Where could I have taken a different turn? Where could I have done a different action that would then have actually yielded a different result? Because looking back, you can always connect the dots, right? Looking forward, you don't know, but you learn from failure. Like if you can get detached from your emotions, because I know it sucks, you know, so allow yourself 5 minutes of, okay, this really sucked, it didn't work, but then open your mind and ask the better question. Ask the question, why is it that it didn't work? What could I have done differently to get a better result? And you do this often enough, you'll see that you'll become masterful at doing what it is you're doing. And if you ask anybody, you know, the first time, nobody ever gets it right. Nobody ever gets it to perfection, right? That's why the people that are really successful in business, they have kept continuing and refining the process, and they look at failure, they embrace it. They look at it as an opportunity. What can I learn from it? What can I do differently? And how can I be better next time around, versus thinking I was defeated here and I should not be doing what I'm doing. Because failure is basically feedback. You're being given feedback of what to do differently next time around. So I want you to take that away from this broadcast. And then the next thing, you know, that a lot of people struggle with is the technology piece of it all. And I totally feel you on that, because I'm not good with technology. So I'm really appreciative of easy things like Facebook Live that anybody can master. But I've learned early on in my business that it frustrates me to no end to having to tinker with the tech of it all. So what I do is I outsource that. I have a web designer, I have a graphic designer, I have a BA, and I give these people who are experts in their field those tasks that I know that I'm not good at. So I can concentrate on what I do really well, and that's creating my content, that's coaching my clients, that's delivering my lives, that's delivering my webinars, that's delivering my programs, right? So, and I know for a lot of you, it's probably that you're bootstrapping your business, but this is a smart investment to make, because your time is valuable. And I would encourage you to focus your time on the tasks that are the tasks that only you can do in your business. Those are the money-making activities, right? So for instance, that's how people get into overwhelm, which is another obstacle that came up, right? People get overwhelmed as business owners because they feel they have to do everything themselves. You cannot do everything. You know, there's only so many hours in the day, so you have to start managing tasks. And you have to look at what's a time suck for you. What is it that only you can do in your business? I know for me, there's only me that can do the coaching, right? There's only me that can create the content, because I'm speaking in my voice, right? Other things like designing my Facebook memes or my graphics for my webinars or for my programs, I leave that to my graphic designer. She's amazing at it. I brief her and I say, go to work. Right? That's not something that I tinker with. Setting up the order forms for my programs, I don't want to deal with that. That's technology. She's doing that, right? So focus on the activities where you are really great at in your business and that only you can do, and outsource everything else. And that's not to say that you have to bring on full-time team members. You can hire a person on a project-by-project basis. You can hire a VA on an hourly basis. You can buy packages. You can say, I need you for 10 hours. I need you for 20 hours. This project is going to take a little bit longer, so I'm going to purchase 30 hours of your time. You're not bringing on a full-time team member, but it will really help you to get out of overwhelm and to focus on the things that only you can handle in your business. And the last one that came up was, hi Nafisa, how are you? The last one, it's perfect that Nafisa is coming on right now, because the last one that came on was what people identified as an obstacle was isolation. And that can happen when you work behind the laptop for hours and hours and hours. Hey, how are you? Hi Nafisa, and it's awesome. I was just talking about the isolation piece that is an obstacle for many business owners. And that's why it's so important to get out from behind the laptop every once in a while and connect with other people that are your peers, that are like-minded, that know know the path that you're on, that are walking that path with you, or that are a few steps ahead of you, but they know what you are going through, right? So they can relate to you. And you know, one of the most beautiful experiences, it's awesome that Nafisa joined because she's my mastermind partner, to meet up with your mastermind partners. Like, we were just at an event together that Nafisa invited me to, and it's fantastic to get away from behind the laptop, to open your mind to new experiences, to meet new people, to have a new stimulus, you know, that inspires you, creativity, you know, that motivates you, and then to meet up with your mastermind partners in person and talk about what it is you do, exchange ideas, you know, mastermind, have experiences together. We went to a beautiful dinner the last night that we were in Ottawa, and it's enriching, and we connect on a weekly basis, and this is a non-negotiable. We connect, you know, this is a standing meeting that is in my calendar, and I wouldn't miss it for the world of it. So I just wanted to share those with you. And with that said, you know, if you're struggling with any of these, if you're inconsistent with your marketing, if you want to get from being procrastinating into getting really motivated and really being consistent with what you put out there and putting it out there into the right places and accomplishing your tasks, the tasks that are hopefully in your calendar, because that's where they need to be, because otherwise they don't get accomplished. You guys, we have about 2 months left in this year. You know, this year has totally flown by, and right now is a great time to get into momentum, to really kickstart everything so that you can be ready for the new year, for 2018, and that you can come out of the gate charging, right? To own it and to really actually have a head start. And that's why I wanted to come on today, because I was so stunned, you know, after I heard these statistics that 350 of these business owners that were in the room were struggling with this. Hi, Violetta, how are you? It's good to see you. We're struggling with this, and this is actually not something that you have to struggle with, because you can create successful habits that will help you move through this. And, you know, like those Deepak and Oprah meditations, they're always 21 days. And there's a reason why they're 21 days, because to create a new habit and to neurologically lock it into your brain so it becomes second nature, scientific studies have shown it takes 21 days. So I want to up the ante on that with something that I want to offer to you exclusively today. Hi, Violetta, great to see you too. And because I was thinking, you know, when I heard these stats, it really shocked me on some level. And I remembered I was working with my coach for about 2 years, and what we were doing was we would meet every week for 15 minutes. It was laser coaching, and once a month for 30 minutes. And it has helped me tremendously in my business, because it really held me accountable to follow through on the things that I didn't want to do. Because let me tell you, when you only have 15 minutes, you show up. I showed up every week with my questions ready. I knew exactly what I wanted to get out of it. I got my marching orders and I implemented them, no matter how uncomfortable that was for me, because I wasn't going to be on that phone call the next week and be reprimanded as to why I didn't do what I committed to doing. So what I want to offer you today is something very, very special and very exclusive. It's actually only available to 6 people, because it's something that's going to help you get over these obstacles that we mentioned: being inconsistent with your marketing, being in a state that is procrastination versus motivation, not moving forward because you're afraid of failure, not moving forward because you don't know how to delegate, not moving forward because you're overwhelmed with everything that you got to do. We're going to laser in on that, and I'm going to actually up the ante. It's not going to be 21 days. It's going to be 30 days of a Kickstarter where you and I are going to talk every single morning for 10 minutes, and I'm committed to Playful Out. That's what we're going to continue talking on weekends, because weekends, let me tell you, you guys, weekends are just another day. And when you are in an entrepreneurial mindset, it's not about working for the weekend like when you're in corporate. Like when in corporate, you think about, when is it 6? When is it Friday? When is my weekend? When is my vacation? When you are in business for yourself, any day is a game day, right? Being in business for yourself comes with great freedom, because you choose your hours, you choose the day you work, but it also comes with great responsibility. That's why there's no such a day as the weekend where you don't do anything. So in this Kickstarter program, yes, it's just another day. We're going to play full out. That means I'm going to play to win. You are going to play to win. So I'm going to be on the phone with you every morning for 10 minutes to give you that kickstart that you need to get you through your day and that you need to do the thing that you know you don't want to do. I'm going to hold you accountable. So 30 days starting November 20th. We're going to go all the way through December 19th because I can already hear you saying, oh my God, I don't want to work through Christmas. First of all, by the time we're done with the 30 days, you're going to continue in that momentum through the rest of the holidays, and you're going to work on that because that's how you're going to get a head start in 2018. And I know we all work hard, but any day is a day. You know, it's not, we're not working for the weekends, we're not working for the holidays, we're working to build something. We're working to build a legacy. We're working to build our own empire if you want, right? This is not about, it's Sunday and I'm not going to do what I need to do. If you need to do your content calendar on Sunday for the week, you're going to be doing that in those 30 days. That's my goal for you because we're going to get you out of the habit to work around these obstacles or to being blocked by these obstacles. So here's how it's going to go. It's open to 6 people only, 6 people who are driven, committed, who want to play full out. So here, you're going to call me, right? And you're going to call me on the time that you are being given. So I'm dedicating an hour of my time every single day, including Saturdays and Sundays. If I can play full out, I expect you to play full out. You're going to be given a time where you call me, and then we're going to talk about whatever is on the agenda for that day, and we're going to do that for 30 days. If you call me late, that comes out of your 10 minutes. That's how it goes because the next person is waiting. So this is what I want you to do. If you're really, really serious about this, and if you are committed to kickstarting, to starting November 20th, not next year, not January 1st, because that's when you're already behind. If you're committed to putting yourself into the game, I want you to get in touch with me. I want to have a personal conversation with you to see if this is right for you. I'm going to put the link to my calendar into the comments section. I want you to book that call today because it's going to sell out. It's only going to be 6 people, right? Because I really can't handle 10-minute calls for 30 days with more than 6 people, as you will understand. The investment for that is $1,000 US. It's due upfront. It's very affordable for what it is. 30 days of daily support with me, kicking you into gear to get moving, to get past the obstacle that is holding you back right now, and to have a head start. What we're going to be doing is we're going to build momentum, because by the time the 30 days are done, you are going to be in that momentum. You are going to be in that forward movement. You're no longer going to make excuses as to why you can't market yourself, as to why you can't have a content calendar, as to why you're afraid of fear of failure. You're going to be doing that Facebook Live. You're going to be doing your webinar. I'm going to tell you, this is going to happen for you, but you have to put in the work. You have to show up fully committed. You have to play to win. I'm all in it. I'm in it to play to win. I'm dedicating my Saturdays and Sundays as well. If you are wanting to play full out, if you are in it to win it, I encourage you to click on the link in the comments section and book an application call with me today to be part of this. This is a Kickstarter. This is intended for you to build and create forward momentum so that you can be successful in your business and so that you can come out of the gate charging on January 1st. And even before, because there's no reason why you can't get on the phone today, why you can't meet with somebody today, why you can't do that live today, why you can't do that webinar today. It's all in your mind, and we're going to get you to really commit to doing what you need to be doing to be successful in your business. So I'd love to hear your comments. Nafisa says, yes, absolutely, you can change your beliefs with a one-time exercise. You need repetition and support. That's exactly what it is, because you know what? If you're doing it one day and then you don't do it the next day, you lost the momentum. Not only have you lost the momentum, you've actually created a momentum that's taking you back, right? Because if you don't pick up the phone one day, then you don't pick it up the next day. If you don't do that Facebook Live one day, no, you won't be doing it the next day, right? And what you're creating is a momentum that works against you. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to neurologically lock into your brain a forward momentum so that it becomes second nature. You don't even think about that content calendar anymore. You don't even think about picking up the phone anymore. It's just something that you do. Remember when you first started learning how to drive? Like, you needed to pay attention to everything. Like, it was very slow. You needed to dedicate your entire focus on the task of driving, especially if you weren't driving an automatic car, right? I grew up in Austria. I had to do it all manually. But once you got really good at it, because you repeated it and repeated it and repeated it over and over and over and over again, it's second nature. You don't even have to think about it. So whatever the obstacle is that you're experiencing, that's what we're going to be creating in that 30-day Kickstarter program. So if you're interested, I invite you. I'm going to post a link as soon as this live is over. I invite you to book a call with me today to see if this is right where you are at, and you know it's right if you have been procrastinating in your business. And I will see you very, very shortly. Is there anybody else that has a comment? No. What time in the morning, Violetta? It depends. I'm going to be doing it from 7:30 to 8:30 Eastern time. So for you, okay, you are on the West Coast, so we can work with you on doing that actually when in your morning time. So that's why I'm only taking 6 people, because I'm dedicating an hour and a half of my time every day to this. So obviously we have people in my community that are in different time zones. We have Pacific time. We have, I know, several people that are in Mountain and Central time. So we will work with you, but it will be in the morning. So you'll get your 10 minutes. And you are supposed to be calling me. If you do not call me during the assigned, agreed upon time slot, if you call me later, that will come out of your 10 minutes. Does that clear up the question, Violetta? I think it does. Okay. All right. If anybody has any questions, I work with you in your time zones. I've already some interest from people in Australia, so I will obviously work with you and we'll work on it in my afternoon and your morning. But, you know, that's why it's for only 6 people. I mean, I know I have a community where people are in different time zones, but this is only for the ones who are committed. Thanks, Nafisa, that's awesome. Thank you. It's really only for people that are committed, because I'm committing. And you see, you know, I have people in different time zones. I am committed to help you, but you need to play full out. You need to be in it to win it, and you need to implement. And by the way, these 10-minute calls are going to be laser calls. No frills, no sugarcoating. We're going to laser in. We're going to get directly to the point, because we've got 10 minutes, and you're going to implement. And if you don't implement, that's on you, okay? There will be no talking around the issue. It will be straight up lasering in. There's never any judgment, but this is meant to be in service to you. And it's not in service to you if we squander 10 minutes by talking around what the actual issue is. We're going to get to the point very, very quickly. You get your marching orders for the day, and you'll come back the next day, and we'll see how you implement it, and we'll see what else presented itself that we are getting through on that next day. So I'm excited for this. I really don't think that any business owner should be held back because their marketing is inconsistent, because of a fear of failure, because that's ridiculous, and because of overwhelm and fear of technology, or a sense of being in isolation. We can help you with all of that. It is my goal for you to see you successful in your business, and I know it can be done because I have done it. So I've gotten so much out of these laser calls. I know Nafisa has done this before, and it's really just about a willingness to show up, to play full out, and to implement. That's all there is to it. So I'm super excited for this. I'm going to drop the link into the comments section right now, and I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you so much, Nafisa and Violetta, for joining me. And I will be with you again very, very shortly on this page. Take care. Bye-bye.